What you're looking at is a traditional Thompson grape field, and what we're going to do here is we're going to lay these grapes on the ground and we're going to make raisins. This is the first step in the raisin drying process. If you can see, the ground has been disked and fluffed and being dried in preparation for the raisin trays. Here's the soil after it's been sloped and sledded and packed. We put a slight angle on the ground for a couple reasons. The first reason, and the biggest, is by elevating the soil and creating this slope, we're able to capture more of the sun's heat throughout the day, and that helps speed up the drying process. The second reason is, if it was to rain, the rain would not sit on the ground, or the raisins wouldn't sit on the ground in a flat puddle of mud. The water would drain off of this slope down into the bottom here, and the grapes would stay drier, and we can continue drying them much easier. And these things are ultra sweet, and they are ready to be picked. They will be picked in the next couple days. We call this natural sun-dried raisins. These are going to be on the ground, and the sun is actually going to come in direct contact and dry them. What you're looking at there is what we use to create that slope. We call that a terracer. Basically, it's a scraper blade on a pivot, and we just pull it behind a tractor with that sled, and that creates the slope and smooths the soil to create the terrace. These grapes are laid on the ground to be natural sun-dried raisins. This is the first step in creating the natural sun-dried raisin. This is all hand-picked. They're down on their hands and knees all day getting underneath these vines, picking grapes, laying them on the trays. Normal temperatures for August this time of the year is maybe between 98 and 102. They start at 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, work till about 12, 1 o'clock, and it gets a little hot, they call it a day. So they get 6-7 hours of good work in, and that's all they can do. It takes about 14 to 20 days for that tray of grapes to dry down into a finished raisin product. And all they have to do for the next 14 to 20 days is sit out in the California sun and dry. And as a grower, all we hope for is for no rain, just clear sunshine. It doesn't need to be excessively hot. Anything above 90 degrees, they'll dry just fine. We call these cigarette packs because the paper that the raisins are in are rolled up similar to a cigarette. We do this for a couple reasons. To protect the raisins from any moisture, rain, dew, because at this point in their life, they are dry enough to be picked up and sent off to the processing plant. The other reason is to slow the drying process. The California sun late in the day gets really hot, and you can actually get these raisins hot enough to where the sugar in there caramelizes, and we all know how caramelized sugar tastes, and we don't want that. So we roll them up to slow the drying process, and this helps us in a timely fashion get them out of the field without having to be rushed, and we also protect the crop. These are some trays of new sun-dried raisins. These will be sent off to the processor. Sun Maid, as a matter of fact. We all know the little red box. And there they'll be cleaned and sized and put in different packages and sent off to all the different markets.